I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. Welcome to Grandpa's World. Here we are.
We are back, man. We are on the show.
Grandpa and the Myrrh.
That's
Back
right.
to, do some damage.
Yeah. We did bond last week, so we got to come this week. Give everybody the scoop on what's going on in the world. Once again, I got to give you some credit for the theme song. One of the best theme songs ever created. You know?
Spent hours. I spent hours and hours on that, man, on the mixer, and I had everything. You know, man, it took me a long time to do that.
That's right, man. The fucking writing the lyrics out, and that must have taken the longest part is getting the lyrics down just right, man. It's good shit.
Yeah, it was hard. It took. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I pulled it off with the low intelligence that I have. I can't believe I pulled it off.
Yeah, well, jokes aside, though, it is an earworm, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this is kind of good. And I sing it to Bubba every once in a while. So just, you have created it, put it out there in the world, and now it's a thing, man. I sing it to Bubba every once in a while. So
If anybody out there wants to do something original with it, you can put some music to it. Maybe I'll use it, but it's got to be original. I don't need no copyright strikes.
That's right, man. We got to keep it, keep it original. Keep it to Grandpa's World exclusive, man.
Yeah.
I think Bubba's getting irritated over here. I don't know. She's laying there trying to go to sleep, but we're talking and everything. So she's staring off into outer space like she's all pissed off. Who'd that be?
My Floyd is pink. Says, "What's up, Grandpa? What's up, Murray? Happy Thursday."
Nice. Good. It's a good day. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I kind of, I feel like I look weird today, but I look weird every day, so it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, but hey, you're not too weird because people still walk by your house. You haven't hit that yet. You're not up there.
Right. They don't automatically go to the other side of the street. Though I have had that a couple times where I'll be out having a cigarette or sticking my head out and people will go right across the street and it's like, come on, man. I ain't that much of a weirdo. I mean, a little bit, I suppose.
And it's like I'm standing here. Like, you should have changed. You should have crossed the street like a block down because now you're just being
it's not like you can't see me. Not like you can't see me standing here and shit, like I'm a monolith in the neighborhood. You can at least give me a couple blocks and at least make it look like that was your plan all along, but for the most part, it's all right. We got a lot of people creeping around the neighborhood these days.
You could enjoy a beer with Myrrh. I don't drink beer. I drink girly drinks. So,
right.
My drink of choice would be a Jack and Coke or an amaretto sour, but I drink girly drinks. I'm not a man. I don't like beer. It tastes like shit. But,
man, if we're going to cut down to it, I'm a cider guy, dude. I like hard ciders. The cider boys being my favorite of the bunch. I used to be a woodchuck guy, but it gave me too much gut rot, so I switched to cider boys. Oh my god, I'm watching some like in the background here, fails and shit, but it shouldn't distract me too much. But yeah, I do have a shit. What am I talking about? I haven't had a beer in 2 years. I got a bunch of beer and wine in my fridge, and I should bust it out. But
I mean, I'll drink a beer if I go to a game. I'll drink a beer. If somebody buys me a beer, I'll drink a beer.
Yeah,
I haven't touched any alcohol since I got the Alzheimer's diagnosis, but I would probably drink. I mean, what difference does it make at this point? I would never get smashed, but I might have a beer or two or a drink or two. When I went to when my son got married and we went to the when we went out to eat afterwards after the wedding, I had two amaretto sours. So I will drink, but I'm not supposed to have alcohol with all the Alzheimer's meds and this, that, and the other. But
Now, when did he get married, man?
he got married last year. So
All right, I was going to say
last summer. Last
I
summer.
didn't realize he had gotten married. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Tell him I said congratulations.
He
Because
go,
I'm sure you told me, but I
yeah,
just can't. It must have just slipped my mind, man.
yeah. Now I won't try that pickle beer. My wife says it's flying off the shelves at her gas station, but I don't want. I don't even want to think
I
about
think everybody wants to try it. My buddy, Jeremy Pesic, he tried it and gave a review on it, and he said it's very dill forward, and he said it's like herby, like you could taste the herbs in it and everything. And I want to get some because I want to try it. I want to have at least one because I like pickle shit. Like those pickled baked beans, I think those sound phenomenal. I'm going to grab some of those for sure.
the pickle baked beans. I might try, but I'm telling you, the ice cream one and the apple pie one, that sounds totally disgusting.
Yeah, dude, that bottle popsicle baked beans, that sounds like absolute horse shit. The apple pie ones, I like my baked beans with a little cinnamon in them, and it might go good with a little apple flavor. I'm not ruling it out, but it's not something that I'd like hunt down. Like I'd try it if someone offered me some, but I'm not going to buy it. But the dill pickle ones, I probably will buy those. I don't know why that sounds so appealing to me, but it does. And I think a pickle beer, I don't want to buy a whole 12 pack though, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
See, that's where they get you. They don't sell it individually, but they don't sell it individually, so they want you to buy a whole 6 pack or 12 pack.
Right. And fucking Bush did that. Bush did that bullshit about 3 or 4 years ago because they came out with Bush Peach, right? And I thought that sounded amazing. I like peach shit, and I'm like, peach beer, that sounds kick ass. The only way in this town you could get it was to buy a 30 pack. And I was like, fuck, dude, I only want like six. So I bought the 30 pack, or me and Steve bought it. I think I gave Steve some money to buy it, or he bought it, or I can't remember. Something to that effect. And it was 4th of July, and he comes over here, and the shit was ass. You know what I'm saying? And I still have a 6 pack of Bush Peach in my fucking refrigerator. And that was like 4 years ago, dude.
Well,
4 years ago.
I did get the. Who was it that made the app? It would always come in a pack. It was the Apple, this, that, and the other. Uh, it, it,
Why?
it was. No, they come in a. It's. I can't remember the name of the beer, but it's. I like it. It would be like apple, uh, blueberry, peach, but they would come in a mix.
It wasn't Leinenkugels, was it?
No, not Leinenkugels. It was somebody else. God dang it! I wish I remember who it was.
Yeah, because I know Bush made it was either Bush or Old Milwaukee. I think it's Bush though, because I had Apple Bush and
Red's Pale Ale. That's who it was.
okay, yeah, Reds, yeah, okay, yeah, that's yeah, I know what you're talking about. Reds is pretty good stuff, not too bad. Like, yeah,
my Floyd is Pink said Euling came out with Hershey's chocolate beer a few years ago. He says Hershey's 20 minutes from where he lives, so he's in Pennsylvania. But anyways, it was a good beer to sip on. It's a shame they stopped making it. Yeah, I tried chocolate beer. My wife had a when she worked at Subway, they did this thing at the Dells every Christmas, and we went to the party, and it's called Black Lab. It was a chocolate beer. I tried it.
Right?
No.
Yeah. See, I had we used to be able to get this coffee beer called like Silverback or something like that. It was a gorilla beer, and it was pretty tasty. You know, some of those novelty beers are kind of gross, but it's a chocolate beer. I don't think I've had that. And Yingling is pretty. It's a pretty good beer, actually. It's wasn't Yingling like considered the MAGA beer for a while or something like that?
I've never heard of that beer, but like I said, I don't drink beer, so I have it. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, there was something with that beer that was political, and I think it was because they like had kind of right wing values or something. I can't really remember, but Yingling is pretty much it's considered a good beer. So
Now
it's
he brings up twisted tea. That's one thing I've never been able to do. I cannot mix alcohol with tea at all.
right.
I can't do that. Ugh. And yeah, Murray pronounced it Yingling. He pronounced it right. I don't speak English, so
It's well, I don't think that's an English word, so I think you're okay, man.
I
You know what
can't.
I'm saying?
I
I,
I
I
can barely
don't
speak.
know about what now. The twisted tea. I used to love this shit, but I could only drink about three of them because I'd have three twisted teas, and then I would get such bad gut rot. Like, oh, it was horrible. But those things, those first two or three, I could just slam them down and love the taste. But then that fourth one really gets you, dude. The fourth one just tears your stomach up. So I can honestly say I've never gotten drunk off twisted tea.
Well,
I've
there
tried.
you got your answer. Our good friend Travis said Yingling didn't go woke. So there you go. That he answered your question.
There we go. I knew it was something.
When you
I
need
knew.
when you need the GOP view, Travis will always be there with it.
Hell, is there a GOP view? I don't even want to talk about it. I
No,
don't
I'm
want
not.
to get political.
Can't get you started on that. You'll get us
I
killed.
know, but they're going to hunt me down.
You'll get us
I know
cleared.
Bill Gates and the Jews are already looking for me, so it's going to be bad.
You'll get. Don't nobody try to get us killed. My own health is taking care of that. I don't want no.
Yeah, me too, man. It'd just be a waste of money if they came after me, man. It's not like I'm going to be, not like I'm going to be out there rabble rousing much. I can't even get out and cut my own weeds, man.
I don't need no three-letter agency coming to my house.
That's right. They'll just gang stalk us. I think that's what's happening. Marcia and John across the street, they really work for the CIA and they're out there in their front yard watching you and me all day. That's what they do. They work in that one corner of their yard so they can get a constant surveillance on me and you all the time.
She is taking her sweet time redoing that shit.
Well, dude, they did it like they redid it every day last year. I don't, and it just makes me feel bad because I can't get out there and work, and my yard looks like a fucking junkyard and shit. At least it's staying mowed. Thank the Lord for that. But I got like fucking lettuce weeds growing out in the yard. Gotta have the kid come and cut down all the lettuce in my yard.
I'm your friend, and I don't pull no punches. But yeah, your yard makes ours look bad. It makes the whole block look bad.
Well, thanks, man.
And it
It's
don't
there's not
help. It don't help. Your old man likes to drive on the grass.
right. Yeah, well, but at least it's getting mowed. It's not. You know, it's not unruly or anything. So
Oh no. If it got unruly, she'd come cut it again, like when you were in the hospital.
yeah, but no, it's that's taken care of. It's just they never get the main weeds and everything, and I got to go have them spray, and I just can't get out there and do it myself. You know what I mean? I mean, I could try, but it would be very difficult for me.
Yeah, hey, so my daughter, because you know Kurtwood's autistic, so he doesn't speak. But if you say stuff to him, he will repeat it. So like she was saying dog, and he'd say dog. She'd say cat, cat. She'd say school bus. He'd say school bus. Well, John and Marsha were out in the yard, so my daughter goes, crazy people. My grandson goes, crazy people.
Right? Nice. Yeah.
I don't have anything against them, but they don't talk to me. I don't know if I give them the creeps, if they're scared of me. I don't know. They talked to my wife once. My Marsha came up to my wife and said, "If you let your dog come out more, he would be more friendly." And my wife looked at her and said, "This is how we like our dog." Like mind your own fucking business, lady. So
Yeah. They pulled some shit with me for that with Bubba. Like they're like, well, if you took her out more, she wouldn't cry as much. And I'm like, dude, she's alone all day. You know, there's not much I can fucking do. Then they're like, well, we can come over and take her out. Just leave the keys to your house. And I'm like, fuck you. No way. No
so
way.
yeah, they're a little wacky, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they're okay, though. You know, I mean, just John, I like John. He's helped me out a couple times with stuff. And it's mainly, I hope to God they're not watching this or anything. I mean, they do work for the CIA, so
Well,
well, no,
I told my wife once that I can see her in the house with one of them little headphones on and the little circle thing.
the big Sonic ear.
Yeah.
It must drive her nuts, man. That I'm not out there working on my yard because she said some shit. I almost told her to fuck off yesterday. I'm like going out to meet my dad out there, and she's like, "Oh, where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna go out to eat." She's like, "Oh, I have to work for my appetite." Bitch, what you trying to say? Bitch, can't you see I'm half paralyzed and shit? What you want me to do out here fucking digging trenches and shit? Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I shouldn't
Yeah,
talk shit. If they're watching, they're not bad neighbors. They're okay.
I posted that picture and it's driving me nuts. I don't know what happened, but I posted that photograph yesterday on Threads for the because it my Threads and Facebook are linked. So when I sent the when I shared that picture of Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Right.
it shared it with Threads, and I cannot believe it. That picture has had 18,000 views. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, dude, Threads. Threads is a hive of scum and villainy, if you ask me, man.
I don't
I
usually go there, but
I go on Threads to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel the need that I have to be an asshole because in real life I'm like really nice to everybody. Even when they say my yard looks like shit, I'm nice. But it's Threads lets me say the shit that I want to say because Threads is 90 to 100% rage bait. Like it's there just to fucking get you mad. And I buy into it. So, and, but yeah, Odyssey is the only one I've never played. Did
I
you
like
see
it.
the,
It's okay.
did you see the announcement they made today? It's fucking
No.
freaking me. Probably not going to be till around 2028, 2029, probably. But they are going to have an Assassin's Creed in Aztec, Mexico.
Ooh, human
Oh,
sacrifices, baby.
yes, dude. It's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait. Because the next one we're going to get is Hex, which takes place in England during like the witch trial days. Even though the witch trials were over here, it's supposedly supposed to take place during the time of witches and all that. It's either going to be in England or in New Orleans. I can't remember which one's which, but or which one it is. But dude, it's going to be awesome, man. I still have to beat Origins, but I got 50 hours into it and just kind of lost steam. You know,
That's going to be
that
awesome though, because see, my grandmother's parents, her dad came over here from Spain, but my grandmother's mother lived in Central America. That's where they met when they were building the railroad when he came over here. She was from Central America, and her mother was a descendant of the Aztec bloodline. So that's pretty fucking cool.
right, man. So you're part Aztec warrior, man. You're Paul
Well,
Roscoe.
I wouldn't say Aztec warrior. I probably would have been that guy that got kicked out. You know, I
No, you were the guy that had to go clean up the heads. They were like, Rosso, go clean up the heads. Go pick up that head. Oh,
fucking quit
shit.
fucking around.
Right, yeah, quit
Yeah,
fucking around.
put that back in your pants and get over here and clean this shit up.
Quit wagging off and clean up these heads, Rosso. Get to it. Yeah, shit. I would have been the big ginger guy that they just captured right off the boat. This one doesn't move very fast. We can take care of him pretty easy. So,
Well, you're Irish, so you would have just been drunk all the time.
yeah, dude, I probably. And then about 20 minutes out in that Aztec sun, and I would have been beat red. Fucking, that would have killed me anyway. So,
Remember, you come from the people who died of famine because there was no potatoes, but yet it's an island they couldn't fucking fish.
yeah, we were drunk, man. We didn't get it. We didn't understand. Too long of a walk, dude. Well, they got the cliffs and everything. That's the thing. It's all cliffs in Ireland and everything. So we didn't have lines long enough to get down on the beach. So we were
Okay.
the cliffs. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Potatoes, man.
Yeah.
That is the sad part. Well, I gotta share with you something, Grandpa, because we're all over the board today.
All right. Man. My wife told me if you loan me that, she's going to come over there and beat the shit out of you.
I don't blame her, dude, because I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm having some buyer's remorse. And this is one of the only times in my record buying career that it's happened. Because now I am one record away from having all the Metallicas on vinyl. And I'm like, okay, I have to get Saint Anger at some point, right? Well, it was on sale at Amazon for the lowest price I have ever seen it. And they were offering flex pay where you just pay a little bit over time. So I decided to get it. And I'm like, oh, I probably was a little bit too harsh. It's probably better than I remember. It's some people defend it and say it jams and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Bullshit. The album sucks. I mean, it's fucking, a lot of people say it's the worst album of all time. And it may not be the worst album of all time, but coming from a band as big as Metallica is as anticipated as this album was, and how fucking utterly flawed and terrible this album is, it should have never seen the light of day. It should have never happened. It's granted there's a couple of good songs. There's a couple of decent riffs, but overall, it's the combination of Lars' drums and his voice, and that no guitar solos, and just and it's I cannot believe it's produced by Bob Rock, dude. Bob Rock is one of my favorite producers of all time, and he put that out, dude.
My
I
wife
can't.
said if I buy it, she'll kill me. She said she'll leave me if I buy it. She'll pack her shit and leave. She said if you loan it to me, she will beat you to death.
It's bad, dude. It's and I told you I don't know if it was on this or another episode. When it came out, I thought it was a joke. Like I'm like, oh shit, the real album is gonna come out in a couple days. This is just a joke, it's they're just putting this out there because they marketed it like it's a return to form and Metallica back to their thrash roots and the return of Metallica and their best album since 1988, blah, 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 blah. And I got it the day it came out, pretty much right when they were unloading it from the trucks and shit. And I just was baffled. I'm like, this can't be real. This can't really be happening like this. So here I am, and I spent about $30 on it. After the flex pay and all that stuff, it came out to about $30. And that's almost like a fucking half week's worth of groceries, man.
Did you get your card? Did it come with one of the cards?
No, it didn't come. It didn't come with one of the cards. It had these really shitty paper inserts that the second you tried to take it out to get the record out and then put it back in the sleeve, it catches on the sleeve and rips them all to hell. So it bows your album out. So I had to actually throw the paper sleeves away, and it's just sitting in the sleeve with no protection. And it's like, man, this is janky. Not only does the album suck, but the problem is I love the cover. I think Saint Anger is the coolest Metallica cover that is out there. I like it. I think it's probably as good as the Injustice cover, but the album just stinks, man.
Did you
No,
is yours is it the orange vinyl?
nah, just straight black.
At least should. Well, according to Michael J, because he's an idiot, he says he doesn't mind Saint Anger, but he's not right in the head.
You got to ask him, Mike J, have you heard it in a while? Have you heard Saint Anger?
My Floyd is Pink said there's nothing good from Saint Anger, but Metallica making money off the album because fans thought it was going to be something great. And then Travis said his copy came with an apology letter.
Yeah, shit, I wish mine did. Oh my God, man. Because I couldn't believe I did it. Like after I got it and I was happy to get it, and I'm like, okay, I'm one step away from having all the Metallicas. I'm a real fan. And I put it on today, and I just thought to myself, I'm like, do I not learn anything? Like, what is that, Garage Inc?
No, this one is Ride the Lightning.
Oh, yeah. See, my Ride the Lightning is black. It's got a black pressing of that. It's, do you got is that a 2-disc or is it a 1?
No, this Ride the Lightning's just one.
Yeah, that's how I prefer it. Like the black album, the one I got is a double disc. And it sounds good and everything, but I would prefer it be on 1 disc and 1 disc only.
Yeah, I don't know why. This one's 2 also. It's I don't know why they did that, but I do like the color. I don't know if you'll be able to really I don't know if you'll ever be able to see the color because of the light, but it's clear black. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's what do they call that? Obtuse?
Yeah, there's swirly colors in it. It's pretty cool. I ordered the
obtuse is a different word. I'm sorry, man. Opaque.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the Anthrax's new one. Won't get it till September, but I pre-ordered that from Amazon. It's purple.
Yeah, dude, I'm really close to pulling the trigger on it because I want it so bad. And I think it's going to be like the new Megadeth, which is fucking ridiculous, man. The new Megadeth was a solid $40 anywhere. Like 39, 40, whatever, dude. Now, if you try to get the new Megadeth, they want $60 for it. There ain't no way that album is worth $60. Ain't
No,
no way.
no.
I
Michael
like
J.
it.
Michael J says he hasn't heard Saint Anger since his friend burned it for him when it came out. So it's been a while since.
So if you go back and revisit it, you know, I had like high hopes that I was just going to accept it. And that, yes, there are some tunes on there that are like earworms, man, that are like, that get in your head. You sing them, they're catchy. But his voice sounds like absolute ass. Like, it's just, I can't believe Bob Rock let this shit out. Like, he didn't put his foot down and say, no, this can't have my name on it. I just
Well,
can't believe it.
at least we know that one of our viewers is a millionaire, because My Floyd is Pink is going to go see Megadeth in September in Hershey. So anybody who can go to a concert is loaded.
I'd love to see that show, though. Now, is that the show with Iron Maiden? Or is that well, I think that their tour with Iron Maiden is over, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, who's the opener? If they're not opening up for Iron Maiden, who's opening up for them? Because I'd love to see Megadeth again. I've seen them so many times, dude. I've seen Megadeth.
I'd love to see him because this is it. He's stopping.
Well, I think they're going to put out a live album, dude. I think they're going to have a live album from this tour. So it's not technically going to be the last Megadeth album, but the last Megadeth studio album.
He says Iron Maiden, September 15th.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's going to be a good show, man. I've seen Iron Maiden a bunch of times, too. God, I've seen Iron Maiden 3 times, 4 times, maybe. Oh,
send me a shirt. Send me a shirt. I want a shirt. No.
Man, the shirts are where the money's at now. Why do I do this? Jesus Christ.
You want to die? You want to die live on camera? Is that what you're
right? Sometimes I can vape away with no problems. Other times the shit tastes like I'm sucking on an exhaust pipe. Somebody told me I was sucking on C-3PO's dick the other day. I thought that was pretty funny. But can we get demonetized for that?
For what? I'm not monetized anyway. I got 92 subscribers. I'm not monetized. I'll be dead before
it might take us a while to get up some loot on that, man. But
yeah, I'll never be monetized.
Keep all the loot too. So
nobody really likes me. So yeah, I'll never be monetized.
It's probably me, man. It's probably my twisty neck, and be saying dumb shit all the time. That's probably the problem right there. So.
But at least me and you aren't doing this to make money. Like, you got these guys. Remember back when YouTube started? And, like, I'll admit, there was this guy on YouTube I really liked. I don't like him anymore. I unsubscribed. I can't watch him. He was Boogie2988. He did all that.
Everybody liked Boogie at some point.
Yeah, and he did Francis, and it was great. But once all the rules started coming, he changed, and he didn't want to do this and do that. It's like he used to say, "Oh, I do this, I do this as a hobby, and this is fun, and I don't want to make money." And then when he started making money, he changed his ways. If I make money on this, fine. If I don't, fine. I'm doing this to have fun.
Yeah, I don't even
entertain people. I don't care if I make money.
I'm just doing it to be creative and to like have something to do. I mean, it's a shame about Boogie though, man. I mean, I guess they really hate him now, dude. I guess
It's because
he
he's dumb. He does stupid shit.
yeah, like he spent like $500,000 on prostitutes and I mean,
Who
well, if I had that kind of money, I'd probably rent a couple prostitutes too. But I'd be
that's
honest
what I spend.
about it.
That's what I spend my money on.
I'd be honest. Well, see, I'm on Social Security, so I don't got any prostitute money. Besides, it would take away from my records, man. Because I don't even know what the going rate is these days. They probably pretty expensive. You'd think, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I've only got 92 subscribers, so that nobody likes me. So when I get horny, my wife buys me prostitutes because she don't even want to touch me.
Well, shit, man. Like, well, she's got to tell me where she's going because I don't even know how to find one. I don't even think, even with money, they'd want to touch my ass. Be like, you're a weird twisty neck dude, man. I don't want that shit. It's
You know,
okay.
there might be a prostitute out there who can give you the goods so much she might fix your neck.
That's right. You never know, man. Hey, do you think there's any prostitutes that would cook me a meatloaf? That's what I really need. I need a girl to come over, tell me I'm handsome, tell me I'm good looking, and cook a meatloaf. That's where I'm at. That's where my head's at right now.
Well,
So
I would say my wife makes you good meatloaf, but we're talking about prostitutes making you meatloaf,
yeah,
and I don't want people to
man,
think my
that's
wife's a
true.
prostitute.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Well, see, that's a neighborly gift meatloaf. A prostitute meatloaf is, I'm sitting there thinking like they my wife and all that stuff, giving me the meatloaf business.
Maybe she'll make a meatloaf here pretty soon. Next time she makes one, we'll do like last time and get you the and she makes the mini ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine with me, man. I like that. That was good. That was good.
See, my Floyd
That was,
Speak said, I love the entertainment, Grandpa. I love hearing you and Murr and your playlist. I appreciate all that you do. Glad I found your channel. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
well, that's nice, man. I appreciate that too, man. Because I know, we're kind of hard to look at. I mean, Grandpa's hard to look at. I'm not too bad. But, I appreciate you coming on and listen to us go off and everything. I thought our Bond episode was pretty good last week too, man. It's,
You're just lacking. You just don't have a kick-ass beard. That's your only problem.
I know, dude. I can't grow one. It's amongst everything that's going wrong with me, I can't grow a good looking beard. I can get the little goatee going, but all this stuff on the side, nah. This side grows in great. This side, I got shit that pops off into outer space, man.
It's
It's
Irish blood. It's Irish blood.
That's right, man. We're very colicky people.
Yeah. How many Irishmen do you see with?
Well, see, that's the thing. You see a lot of Irish guys with nice beards going on. I'm not one of them. I'm like Irish Scottish too, man. I
You know,
should have.
if one of your ancestors had snuck off to Norway, you'd have an awesome beard.
Right, man. But it just didn't happen, man. It just didn't happen. I think it's because my mom is English, and the English aren't known for their strong. They're not a very good, strong, bearded people. So I think that's what happened, man. I think I'm half Irish, Scottish. My mom is English, so I am not a bearded fella. Just, uh, just the cards I was dealt.
But at least you got the long hair like me. We match with the hair.
That's right. I've been, I've been cropping the hair for a long time, man. I often wonder if that's what made my neck funny. Hold on, I'm getting a little lightheaded here.
Too much oxygen?
I don't know. Yeah, it could be. I feel okay now, but
Someone mess with your dial? Did your nurse come in there and crank you up too high?
no. I just every once in a while I get like get lightheaded for a second and everything, and nothing to be concerned about, everybody. But
Yeah, don't die on the camera. That would, I mean,
yeah, would not be good,
I,
man. That'd not be
yeah.
good. It probably boost our ratings though. It might get a viral clip or something.
Oh, YouTube would YouTube would pull it, probably shut me down for showing a death on the air.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, well, we might get something on Rumble though, Rumble or X or something.
Oh, we got a question.
What's that?
Okay, my Floyd is Pink wants to know the last time either one of us got a haircut.
Oh, God damn. I got people that come over and help me out. And I got a trim about 2 years ago. And I get the undercut. I get the undercut about every 3 or 4 months. Now I know, Grandpa, you get a lot of the undercuts too, man. You're pretty well groomed around the sides and the back. So
Yeah, she cuts. I trim this. She shaves the sides, and she shaves the back.
yeah,
But I haven't cut this in like 2 decades.
it's
Um,
yeah. I just get it trimmed up to try to grow it longer. And yeah, I keep experiment with different shampoos. Like some of the stuff I'll get like super volume and my hair will be huge. And other stuff it looks like some thin shit that like Chop Top would have or some shit. But
no, he wants to know the last time we had short hair.
oh god, the last time I had short hair was I was 14 years old. And even
I
before that, probably 13. And I'm 53 now, or 53. I'm 51, going to be 52. So we're talking a good 40 years. I've had long hair for 40 years, probably. It's
my
just
hair was
become who I am.
my hair has been short. I have the last time my hair was short was I think uh 90, 96. That's when I started growing it back. So 96 was the last time I had short hair. So I had long hair and a mullet and shit in high school. Then I had a window where it was, from like the 90s it was short. But in 96 after my daughter was born, I started growing it back out. So
No,
my hair was short in 96. I haven't shaved my face since 2005 or something like that. So it's been 20 years since I've shaved. So
yeah, shit, I've had this goatee with the exception of a few mix-ups and a few hospital stays. I've had the goatee pretty much since I was 18. So it's been a long time for that too, man. About 30 years. Yeah. God damn, I'm old.
yeah. Well, hey, did you hear about that fucking sad news, dude? Sad news. But did you hear about NASCAR racer Kyle Busch?
Yeah, what did he die of?
No one knows. His family said he was really sick and they put him in the hospital today and then he died. Like, fuck, dude. Like, it's like I don't know what he could have had. I don't know if they'll ever release it. Usually with public figures they do, but who knows, man?
Dude, he probably got bit by one of those Bill Gates ticks, man. You know what
Appendicitis, man. If his appendix busted, maybe. I don't know. It's just
I'm
fucking weird that he died just the same day he was hospitalized. And the guy's a legend. He's a fucking great race car driver. He to me, he was like Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart was a legend, an awesome race car driver, but outside of racing, very pompous and this, that, and the other. So Kyle Busch was kind of rough around the edges personally, but
right.
man, the dude could drive a fucking car. And it's
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the NASCAR drivers. I got a couple friends that are pretty shaken up about the whole thing, and they were chiming in, about it being a really bad day. And I just don't know enough about him. I know he was only 41, man. How terrible is that?
that's I know. My I've loved NASCAR all my life. I have a huge collection of them upstairs on my wall.
Right.
Tons of car. I've got like about bunch of miniatures of cars up there. I even got one. I even got one back here. You can't see it, but I have a number 3. I have his No Bull car back here, and maybe one day I'll pull it out. But I got too much stuff here. But you can see a little bit of the red, but it's back there. It's my good wrench from that. But I'm a huge fan of NASCAR. I love NASCAR. Actually, my cousin was married to a gentleman. He's passed away. But she was married to a gentleman who worked for NASCAR teams, and I got to go stand at I went to the Kentucky Motor Speedway to see a NASCAR race. I got to stand. It was I got to see. I was back in pit row. Got to see their truck. Got to hang out there. Go up on top of their pit. Watch them do the laps and do all the practice and everything. And then I stood in pit row the entire race. It was. I love NASCAR. So yeah, it was sad to see somebody die like it was just sad.
Yeah, that is sad, man.
I got a bunch of memorabilia outside that my cousin sent me, because he worked for a bunch of different teams. I'll have to one of these days. I'll have to do a little. I'll have to bring them out from the garage and show you. I got some pit row uniform tops and stuff like that. So yeah, I love NASCAR.
Yeah, I'll check it out, man. That sounds like a good plan. Oh shit, sorry. What's that? Who's that guy?
He's just My Floyd's Pink was talking about how it's crazy because he just won the Truck Series race on Saturday, and he was supposed to race at the Coca-Cola 500 or 600 tonight or this weekend. And then he says he's not a huge NASCAR fan, but 9 times out of 10 it's on the TV on Sunday, and it's a shame. Yeah, I mean, no, I I never wish any harm, even when I don't like somebody. Like, I don't wish
Yeah,
no one.
everybody can be assholes, man. It's if they're good at their craft, like there's so many musicians that I bet you, if I met them, I would completely hate them because they're assholes. But
Right.
I like their music, like Roger Waters. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all can agree that if we met Roger Waters, we'd probably call him a cunt or something. But his music is awesome. So
Right.
you just separate it. I guess.
Like with Gene Simmons. I love
Yeah,
Prince, but Gene Simmons is, a little he can be an asshole. You can tell. But see, the cool thing about Gene Simmons is at least he admits it. He doesn't
right. Like,
put on a front.
that Gene is an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like that Gene Simmons is an asshole, and that's what you're getting with Gene Simmons. Now I heard somewhere that Gene Simmons is a bald fella. That he's actually that's all a wig, and it's like a helmet that he wears, and he's really bald underneath. I don't know if I believe that or not.
I've always felt he wears a wig. I've always
Well,
felt Paul Stanley wears a wig. I'm sorry. I think they
I
wear wigs.
mean, I'm pretty sure Paul Stanley. I've heard some weird stories about people seeing Paul Stanley out in public, and he's butt ass bald, and he gets caught out in public, and he kind of not freaks out, but he just tries to disappear as quick as he can, because he doesn't want to be seen without his rug on. But yeah, Gene, there's that picture that's been going around the internet for a while of him totally bald, and I don't know. I mean, if he's got a wig, that is a really shitty looking wig, dude. Wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Gene Simmons' hair looks so. It looks like straw. It's got to be a wig, dude. It's got to be a wig.
I don't know, but if you were going to spend money on a wig, why would you have it look like like straw, like you said, like some weird straw helmet thing going on? If I'm gonna get a wig, man, I'm gonna make it look like Farrah Fawcett or some shit. Like I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna make it look good, man. Can you imagine me with some Farrah Fawcett hair, dude? I think it'd be good.
I think you'd look terrible.
Oh, I'd stand out there with you in the yard talking at you, making sure everybody that drove by, man, I would be all self-conscious that everybody's like, man, Murray's yard looks like shit. There's not much I can do, man. I mean, I'm gonna get the kid out there and do some work. And I gotta hire my buddy to come get some of the sticks out of there, but it sucks I gotta hire people to do shit.
Well, I
Fucking
pay. I pay. It's funny because I pay for the weed service, and all the dandelions grow in your yard,
right.
but they stop right there where they stop spraying, so you could tell where my property line is and yours because I don't got any
I
dandelions.
was gonna do that one year, like one year when I was making money and everything. You know, me and the wife talked about getting the weed service, and I was gonna do it, but then she heard somewhere that it's not good for dogs and everything, so she didn't want to get the service. I didn't get it, and
My
I
dog,
just
my dog's fine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, she was just a little bit too nervous. I think like every. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got this dumb video playing in the background and just stupid shit. But yeah,
See,
and now I don't have the money to do the weeds. I got barely enough money but I got that service that comes, and the service, they don't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
they just cut it.
yeah, they cut it and go around the edges with the weed whacker and everything's fine. But I literally have to hire the kid to come over and do like all the heavy cutting and all that kind of shit. And I just think with the amount that he's charging, that I should get a lot more for the service. Not saying I don't like the service in case anybody's watching. He's got a good service and good for what he does, but I just wish I could get a little more out of it, I guess. But I don't know.
Yeah, they come. They come 6 times a year to my house. They spray for grubs. They when springtime comes, they come with this granular stuff that wakes up the lawn,
Right.
and then they come throughout the year. They spray for grubs and weeds, and then they come give it in September. And the leaves start falling. They come and give right before it's going to start snowing and whatnot. They put down some more granulars to help keep the grass, give it nutrients before it goes dormant. So I'm not like across the street and like super anal about my yard, but I can't stand weeds because the yard has to be cut so much because they'll grow overnight. Those fucking things.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's what I hate is because I get nervous and I can't go down there and cut them myself. Like I'm freaking out that I can't believe that I got the weeds that big in my yard already. And the lawn service doesn't like just cut them down for me, but they're going to get taken care of tomorrow. I was out and got some money for the kids, so I get to have them come over and do some work for a little while. Even though
Did
I'm going to
you?
get out.
Did you? Oh shit! I forgot what I was gonna say. Hey, does that snow blower in your garage actually work?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why
That's
don't
a
you
really
sell
good. Uh I don't know. I don't know why I haven't sold it yet. I think it needs a new tire on it, but for the most part, it works really great. I was going to see if you wanted to try to use it one of these times. It hasn't been started up in a long time, but
it?
my dad said it for me. It was a Christmas present for my mom and dad many years ago. Before you moved in, around, goddamn, I'd say probably around 2009 or 10, we had a uh, we had a snowstorm here, and it was 22 fucking inches of snow that came down, and it was fucking terrible. And my dad's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get you a good snowmobile or a good snow snowplow, whatever. The word I'm
Snowblower.
how come I can't think of the word? Snowblower.
Snowblower.
Yeah, he's going to give me a good snowblower. So I haven't tried to sell it because I think it would make him mad. Because I think he's holding out hopes that I'm still going to be able to go out there someday and be able to shovel my own snow again. And it's like, pops, I can't even walk with a walker on snow, let alone like try to shovel. I just don't think I can do it anymore. But it's out there. I'll have to think about it, man. I don't even know how much I'd sell it for at this point.
I mean, I don't want to buy it, but I thought maybe you could sell it and use it for some record cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something, man. Something. I need some cash. I'm
Because
out.
new snowblowers go for over $1,000 now. You might be able to sell it for 300 or 400 bucks.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about 300. It's got a lot of use out of it. I mean, I used to love blowing the snow. I used to go out there and do it all the time. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I loved it on the days I didn't have to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd have to try to get up early and get it done before I went to work. And then I know that when I got home from work, I'd have to go out and do it again. And fucking A, I hate it. I'm contradicting myself here, but on the days that I didn't have to work, I'd go out in the garage and I'd fire one up and then do the snow blowing and go from there. Man, I'm flipping through YouTube and I see my ugly ass face on here, man.
Get a load of this. You're gonna think this is retarded of me, but my wife actually has agreed to let me buy a starter kit. I'm gonna try and learn how to play drums. At 54 years old, I'm gonna buy a drum set.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, it's too bad I can't come over there because I had a drum. I wish you would have known that. I had a drum set over here that was awesome, dude. It was an awesome drum set. And when I was down and out, I sold it. So I used to play. I used to play drums a lot, but it was getting to the point where I couldn't play drums. I was too twisted up and everything. But God,
I ordered
I'll show you a
today.
couple easy maneuvers, man.
Today I ordered 2 sets of drumsticks. She wants me to like use mattresses or buckets or something, and she wants me to practice. Before I invest heavily into a drum set, she wants me to practice first to see if I can, because you have to be able to do um like this hand has to go faster than this hand, and she wants to make sure I can do it before she invests, but she's willing. She's willing. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds like a good thing, man. I mean, sometimes the whole two hands, it's not necessarily going faster. It's just one does more work than the other. It's like with playing guitar. Like your right hand kind of sets the pace, and your left hand just does like the arrangements and stuff. So it's kind of like the same with drums. But I'll show you one of these days when you get your drumsticks. Come over here, and I'm going to show you some like cool techniques, like that'll really help you when you're starting to drum. Like just certain things you can do that'll help you out. One thing I can say is I was a pretty decent drummer. For being a fat dude, I was a pretty decent drummer in my day, and I wish I could go back and do it again, but I don't have the stamina to do it at this point.
So, uh, my Floyd is Pink wants to know how we feel about cover bands.
Oh, I don't mind cover bands. I made a lot of money doing it. I
I
uh,
was,
I
get, I was getting ready. I'm looking stuff up now. Cause here we go. Here we go. I can't hold on. let's you probably won't approve, but I'm in charge, so here it is. I'm gonna share this with people. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
This, my friends, is the Scrapyard Daddies.
Yeah, Scrapyard Daddies back in the day. Man,
Did you hear it? Could you hear it?
I could hear it. Yeah,
Yeah, look at that. That's Big Murr there.
yeah.
Jamming that bass.
And the late Daryl Broden singing. He just passed away from aggressive brain cancer. He was a good guy and a good friend, man. A lot of people loved him and everything, and I always thought he'd be around longer than I was, and I thought he was going to be playing at my funeral, and I got asked a couple weeks ago if I would be interested in picking up the bass and playing again, and I'm like, oh man, I can't. With the way my condition is, I don't know if I'd be able to get through one song at this point. But as far as cover bands go, I like seeing cover bands in the bars, and I think they do a service that needs to be done. I love tribute bands. I think tribute bands are great, because they're bringing back a slice of time and a live experience that the original band can't bring back on their own anymore. So I think it's okay. Now I prefer bands that do their own original stuff. I mean, I'd much rather see original stuff, but I don't mind cover bands.
That's what I'm getting ready to put up. This is Murr's song. I can't get copyrighted strike for this unless Murray does it.
Yeah, I won't get you.
This is my favorite song of yours, dude. This one right here. It's my favorite. Dude, I have that as an MP3. It's on my phone. I listen to it in the car. I listen to it in the shower. There's just something about that fucking song, dude. I
just hearing it again. I'm like, man, I remember working on it. It just so there's no misunderstandings and I've heard things or whatever, but that song I did with a guy named Brad Jordan. And he was my guitar player in Scrapyard Daddies. And here's the breakdown. I wrote the song, I wrote the music, the riffs, I played bass, I programmed the drums, I produced it, I sang on it, I wrote the lyrics for it. Brad played the riff I wrote on bass. He transposed it to guitar. I layered it with two different totally separate guitars. Like there's was two different guitars that were used that I overdubbed over each other. He wrote the solos, of course, so I can't take 100% credit. But there's been some people out there that have said, "Well, that's not his song. He didn't do it, and he barely did any of the work." Bullshit. That song is mine, man. I wrote the fucking progressions. I wrote the whole deal, man. I can play guitar too. So anyway, I don't want to bitch too much, but I appreciate you liking it. I fucking love it. I still like the lyrics. They're obviously about Charlie Manson, and check it out. It's under Knucklehammer. Was the name of the project I was working on when I did it. And I wish I would have done more with Knucklehammer. I got about 4 or 5 more songs that I don't think I've even showed you yet, Grandpa, that are floating around that are kind of in the same vein, but I never thought they were as good, So
Well, I
I
posted the I posted the link because
the deal.
My Floyd is Pink was asking about it, so
Yeah,
I
get out there, man. Spread it around. Maybe Mike J will put it in Camp Out Nightmare. Give me a little spot in Camp Out Nightmare, man. Like, I don't know. That'd be fucking cool, but yeah, I guess he's coming along with the movie pretty good, man. He's I guess we'll let Mike J do the updates, but it does look like the movie's coming along.
that's Tuesday, you guys.
Yeah, we were gonna do it this Tuesday, but he had some stuff going on, and it probably was okay because I was having one of those days where I felt like fucking dog shit, and I probably would have been grumpy on the podcast, but so we're doing that this week, and we're going to probably talk about the progress that's going on with Camp Out Nightmare, how that's going, discuss some
Well,
horror movies and everything.
he changed my character in the movie, so I'm probably not going to talk to Michael J for at least a couple days because I'm pissed. But hey, it is what it is.
Well, you're not going to be like, weren't you like the Reverend or something? Like you were a drifter, or something that was a Reverend.
Well, I don't want to ruin the movie, but they've made some changes to my character that's got my feathers ruffled. So
Well, we don't need a Camp Out kerfuffle going on, man. But
he'll be lucky at this point if he'll be lucky at this point if I even drive to Philadelphia or drive to Pennsylvania to fucking make a movie.
man, you got to, man. You got to. Hey, man, isn't Pennsylvania? Isn't that where? No, I'm thinking of Pittsburgh. I think. Where is Romero's home base at? Where did Romero make all of his movies at?
I do believe it was up in Warren. Michael J. will tell us, but I think it was Warren.
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania.
Yeah. No, I've never done a country album on Grandpa's playlist, but I'm not opposed to doing one. It just hasn't come up. I do. You can ask Murr. I do like country music.
Yeah, actually, for those of you that are watching, me and Grandpa discuss country. Quite often we talk about old country and everything. And his father-in-law, that record collection he's got, there are some really good, fine old country records mixed in there. And I have a pretty good extensive collection myself, man. I got a ton of country records over here. Mostly Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings. I got a ton of Willie Nelson, of course. Johnny Cash. I got like 5 of those. I even got some ran crab, dude.
You got to. I'll explain that in 1 second. He said Pittsburgh is where Romero's stuff was. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and I fucking was stupid because I said no, it's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's in Pennsylvania, and so it is. Yeah, and that's where Romero does everything in Pennsylvania. So, God, you
Steve asked if my Reverend character's gay. No, he's not a gay Reverend. But if I was to play a gay Reverend, I'd knock it out of the park. Sorry.
well, yeah, you praise Jesus, man. Praise Jesus. Is that
But as he was saying about country music, I may live in Wisconsin, but I spent the first 20 years of my life in Georgia. I was born in Georgia. I was born in Austell, Georgia, just right outside of Atlanta. Suburb up there with Smyrna and Marietta. I was born at Cobb General Hospital. I'm like the big boss, man. I'm from Cobb County, and I'm a redneck. I am a Georgia redneck. Just because I live in Wisconsin, I'm still a Georgia redneck.
Yeah, but I got to throw this in there. I've been in Wisconsin my whole life, and we got a lot of country loving folks up here, man. I got into country later. I mean, you couldn't pay me to listen to country when I was younger, but something just hooked me, man. I think it was Glenn Campbell. When I started getting into Glenn Campbell and really like listening to him, I think that's when I really started to open up about country and in vinyl. Hell, you can get like 20 country records for $5 up here. So it was real easy to accumulate a nice chunk, a nice good sized country collection. But God, what country record would you do, man?
I could do. I would love to do. I could do any. I could do anything from Bo Cephas, or most people know as Hank Williams Jr.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Did he do anything under Bo Cephas?
yeah, and the high. I would do the high. I would do the Highwaymen. I love the high when Chris Christopherson and all those guys got Willie Nelson, all them got together and did the Highwaymen. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
do that. There's
That,
tons.
that one record you got over there with just Waylon and Willie.
Yeah,
That's a fantastic record to focus on. Yeah, I wouldn't do something cliche like I don't want to call Johnny Cash cliche, but it seems like for the non-country folk, Johnny Cash is like the go-to, Like,
love. He's asking if I would do Hank Williams. I love Hank Williams Sr. Kalijah. I love that fucking old country stuff. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, I love old Hank Williams Sr. He's all right, man. I like Hank Williams 3 too, man. Hank 3, that dude's fucking awesome, man. I saw Hank 3 in concert, and it was like, holy shit, dude. That guy had as much energy as metal, any metal or punk rock show I've ever seen. The crowd was like moshing to like slide guitars, like slide table guitars and country riffs. I mean, it was fucking crazy, dude. It was phenomenal. And he actually had the Murder Junkies open it up for him, which the Murder Junkies is Gigi Allen's old band, and his brother Merle Allen is the main guy in the Murder Junkies. So it was such a weird show. But again, I'll say it again. That dude is more punk rock than a lot of the punk rock bands or the bands that call themselves punk are, man. Hank 3 is the shit. Hank 3 is where it's at, man.
Yeah, I love. You know, you wouldn't think it, but yeah, I love country music. I'm still, you know, like I said, I'm born and raised in Georgia. I'm a fucking redneck at heart. I like, you know, I like NASCAR. I like country music. You know, I just, you know, hunting, fishing. That's why I love my guns. Pew pew. You know, I
Yeah,
just,
I want to get a gun one of these days just to have something to protect myself with. Even though I haven't had any problems for a while, but knock on wood, something's bound to happen.
man, I was cutting grass. This is probably going. Well, I don't know if it'll piss you off. Piss me off. I'm cutting my fucking grass today, right? And you know where you turn to go down Purvis. You know, you know, we cut our tree down and all that one tree.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm cutting over there, and there was a there was an empty bottle of booze and a busted up can of some kind of fruity beer can. So somebody walked by or drove by and threw their fucking beer bottles and shit in my fucking yard, dude. I was
yeah, it's happened over here a few times, man. Where I'll wake up and there'll be a fucking broken fifth out in front of the yard, and then it's hard, you know. Then I got to try to rope somebody into going and picking it up, and I don't know.
I
Fucking, we
was
get a lot of
totally
yahoos in this neighborhood. Did I
I
tell you
was
that one time?
what?
That one time I checked the ring cam, and there was fucking 10 people walking down our street. It was fucking one of the most weird, surreal things I've seen. Like, I'm like, oh, I'll just check the cam like I usually do to see if there was anybody creeping in the night. And this fucking group, like it was a group of kids, just were walking down the street. Like 3 or 4 of them were on the sidewalk, 4 or 5 of them were in the street, and they're just fucking moseying down the yard, like moseying down the street at like 2 in the morning.
Were they
And I'm
quiet?
like, man, if they wanted to start wilding and shit, there's nothing I could do, man. Fucking scary shit, man. Scary
Well,
damn kids.
yeah, people. That's the one thing about at least in Wisconsin. We're a small town. Not much happens here because
Right.
everybody around here, you know, the guy across the street from us, he's got like an armory in his basement. So it's like fucking. If people started going crazy in the neighborhood, he'd just take them all out. I'd take them all out. Fuck.
You talking about truck guy?
No, the other one, the one that lives down from you a little ways.
I'm trying to think of which one you're talking about. That's
Well,
pretty.
I don't want to be too specific on the internet because you know,
I hear you. I hear you. We'll discuss it at another time, man.
yeah,
We'll
but
discuss
yeah,
it at another
yeah,
time.
because
But
I just I'm surprised that the kids were out. That kind of you know, usually it's quiet around here. So, but they
yeah,
were they
I mean,
hot?
I've had people
Were they
get
were they hooping?
down there on the corner, down there in the corner by you, like kitty corner from you, where the plumber guy lives.
Uh huh.
There used to be parties there all the time, dude. He like used to have tons of parties. And like at 2 in the morning, you'd hear him screaming and running up and down the streets. And but I think all their kids must be grown and out of the house now because they haven't had those kind of parties in years, man. So
And I know somewhere up near the cemetery. I think it's on the other side of the street, though. I don't think it's on our side of the street. I think it's on the other side of the street. There's a drug house over there because one of my wife's coworkers, her husband used to go over there to buy drugs. So I know there's a drug house near us.
yeah, yeah, and there's a lot of ambulance activity that goes up over there. You know, like ambulance activity and cops are always up there. Yeah, I wish they'd get a hold of me and sell me some drugs. maybe, I, maybe I could go over there on my scooter and be like, man, what you got, man? Fucking hook a brother up, dude. No, dude, I don't do that shit anymore. Now
Hey,
I can.
at least they wouldn't think you're a narc.
Yeah, well, let's hope not, dude. It's like they're paying some crippled ass narcs these days, I guess. But
Yeah, ain't no narc gonna show up on a scooter with an oxygen tank on their side.
yeah, and that takes a lot of dedication to fake something like that, man. You
Yeah,
know, like. But yeah, God, I haven't sought that stuff out. Now, if he had some good painkillers to help my legs out, that'd be awful nice. But fucking sucks, dude. They give me the bare minimum every month, and it's like my days are good, and then at night it's like, oh god, pain is
well,
too intense.
we're getting one step closer for people like me who are Second Amendment people. Now on the gun form that you fill out to buy a gun, they don't ask you. They only ask you about recreational marijuana. It used to just be marijuana, period, but now it says, "Do you use recreational?" That way, if a doctor prescribes you THC or anything for pains, you can still say no because you're not breaking the law. So we're getting one step closer. Wisconsin still probably won't let you do it for medical if you have a carry conceal permit, but hopefully that change will come because since this can be used for medical, they need to change that. You know what I mean?
Right. I wish, man. On the topic of weed, I wish they'd go back to the old weed. You know, the old weed was fun. This new stuff, it's just too powerful for me, man. It's just too much. Can't handle it. Take 2 hits and I feel like I'm a fucking piece of shit.
It's just because you haven't done it. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah, that's probably it.
if someone I knew let me take a hit, I don't do it because of the gun thing, but if I did, it'd probably be one hit, and I'd be because I haven't done it in so long, so I know I ain't got no tolerance for it. I know it.
And that's probably where it is with me. You know, I used to be a heavy smoker and would just smoke all the time, and now I can't. You know, I get some shit from some of my friends that I'm a pussy now and everything, but I can't. I can't. I stick with my bump energy powder now, dude.
I know old Michael J eats those fucking gummies like they're going out of style, so he could probably outdo us if someone gave him some weed.
Yeah, man, shit. I got some gummies from a mutual friend of ours who might be out there. I got some gummies from him, and they're fucking powerful, dude. It's if I take one and I forget I take one, I'll start to panic when it kicks in. You know, they're super powerful, man. I'm about due to take another one. I don't want to take it because I actually, when I take one, I actually end up kind of hungover when I wake up. Like the ones that, and dude, I know a dude out there that, well, you know him too. That man, that guy will eat like 100 milligrams and be totally fine, like, and go do something. Like, dude, if I took 100 milligrams of gummies, I'd be in the hospital probably, man. I can't do that shit. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, man, it's weak, dude. No, man, I'm old. I can't take it anymore, man.
See,
I
I
can't.
would love to be able to have it for medical purposes for my back and my arthritis and all that, but at the same time, I don't know what it would do to my Alzheimer's, so I don't fucking,
Yeah,
be
dude.
careful with what I do.
You know, I don't know what it is, dude. Before, and that's why I think the weed has changed so much. Before, like, I would smoke a joint before I did anything. Like if I was going out to the mall or something or going to a concert, I'd fire up a joint and be all, confident, and my anxiety would go away and I was fun to be around. Now, if I fire up a joint, I'm like paranoid as fuck. And like I'm just paranoid. And well, I don't even know if it's paranoid what I am. It's like don't know. I get these negative thoughts and panic and just feel like the world's coming down on me and like I'm going to have a heart attack or something. And it's just not what it used to be, man. It's not, I miss the old Mexican Brick Brown days, man. Yeah.
Back in the back in the day when I was young, I did a lot of. I wasn't a heavy user. I smoked weed, I hit acid, and I drank a lot. That was about it for me.
Yeah, I drank a lot. I did a little bit of everything, man. I did pills and did the old Coca Nostra. Did that. I did just about everything. I drank a lot. I drank a lot of scotch, man. I'll tell you that.
My
But,
weakness though wasn't booze, wasn't drugs. My weakness was the ladies.
well, see, the only reason why I drank and did drugs is so I could hit on the ladies a little easier. You know what I mean? So it was always pretty much the ladies for me too, but I didn't get the ladies all the time. So it was easy to get the booze and the drugs, but it was a little harder to get the ladies. But I didn't have too many problems. I mean, not like I am today. I can't get a woman to save my life now, but back in the day, when my head wasn't all twisted and when I wasn't 8,000 pounds,
I won't get into detail because it's gotten me in trouble and this, that, and the other. But yes, I had a woman problem. I couldn't stay away from them, and it's caused me problems throughout the years. Um,
but you settled down now, man.
well,
You settled
she's
down. You're a family man now.
I've been married for 30 years to my wife, but she's my second wife. So I've you
Oh,
know,
I didn't know that, man.
and
I
when I
got might have mentioned that before, but
and when I met the wife I've been married to for 30 years now, I was married when I met her. So yeah, I have a woman problem. I have a woman problem.
fucking dork.
I wasn't one of I don't usually talk about it or brag about it because I don't think it's a flex. Some people would, some people I just don't, but yeah, I've had I I've never had a problem with the ladies. I've never had a problem with the ladies. I don't know why, because I'm nothing to look at, but for some reason, I've always been able, which is, like I said, it's gotten me in trouble. So that was my problem. I didn't do a lot of drugs. I didn't do a lot of drinking, but ladies, fuck, man.
Man, I tell you, yeah, I hopped around a bit myself. I had a lot of crazy exploits and all that. Not so much now. After my girlfriend died in 2019, I haven't had any luck. So it's been like many moons, man. But I haven't really cared much, I haven't. I just haven't cared much at all for that. Like I just don't know if I want to get in a relationship or even go through the whole trouble on trying to seduce a lady or anything. I don't even know if I could. And then the last time, I got rejected. I went on one of those dating sites and pretty much got rejected before and I know that's typical, but it's one of those things where it's like you finally step out and you put yourself out there and things are going okay and then you just get rejected out of nowhere.
Right.
And
No,
why do this,
I've been trying to give Michael J help, but he don't want it. He don't want to listen to me. He thinks he knows what he's doing.
Well, he can go out. He's not a bad looking dude. He could go out and get some of that coot. Go out, he's got to get some coot, man. Yeah, Mike J, why aren't you out there hopping on that cooter, man? But I'm yeah, it sucks, man. I
You know, looking at things, I mean, yeah, I'm glad I've been with the same person for 30 years because the more I the more I peruse the internet and watch videos and people, in their lives and this, that, and the other, it seems like relationships are fucking too much these days.
Yeah, dude,
Nobody
because
wants.
everybody's kind of self-centered and neurotic, and I don't think anybody even like knows what the concept is anymore. It seems like I mean, of course they understand the concept of relationships or whatever, but it's not like it was in our days. Like the whole situation is different now. It's fucking crazy. I don't.
I mean, you see videos where it's where are all the good guys at? Then you see videos that guys, where's all the good girls at? It's like nobody. Everybody does relationships online now. They'll date people from a different state for years and years online. It's just like I don't know, man. I'm glad I ain't got to mess with it. You're probably, to be honest, you want me to be honest with you, you're probably better off not having a relationship, but at the same time, I think you would do well if you had a non-sexual lady friend, dude.
Well, that's kind of what I want. Like that's kind of the whole main point is that I wouldn't mind. Like I wouldn't mind like cuddling and kissing and all that kind of stuff, and even sex every once in a while. But I just want somebody to be around. That's going to help like get me through till the end. Like when my family's gone, I wouldn't mind having at least someone. I don't know what happened. I just
I know you don't want to hear it, but I honestly believe if you had, I mean, I know you want to have, hugging, kissing, sex, and all that, but I think if you just had a non-sexual relationship and with a lady who came around and saw you 3 or 4 times a week and hung out with you and talked to you and watched movies with you and had dinner with you and spent time with you, I think your life would improve
oh
much.
yeah.
You would improve your life you would have more joy in your life. Sex is, yeah, we all like sex, I get that, but I think you need some companionship too, you
The
know.
companionship is the main thing I want. And that's what I was hoping for with this girl that I was talking to, but I didn't think that's what she was looking for, I guess. But yeah, I just since my wife left, I haven't had a lot of joy. The wife left and then the girlfriend died, and I just haven't just haven't had the joy I used to have. Just everything's kind of empty, I guess. I got Bubba though. She keeps me company, but she's not going to be around forever either. So
No, that's why I said it's time to start thinking about finding you and Bubba a friend. So when Bubba goes, you still have, you know.
yeah, somebody there right away. That's why I was thinking about a cat. But then if I get a cat, I got to get special gates to put up so Bubba doesn't get in their litter box and all that kind of shit. And because Bubba would probably go for the cat treats. It's fucking cat treats in the litter box.
My dog is dumb. He tries to eat the fucking poop out of the litter box. So
That's what I was saying. That's the cat treat in the litter box.
oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Every dog I've had has tried to eat the poop. So we had to put up baby gates and shit. And then we'd have to sit there and monitor them because we'd open up the baby gates, feed them and everything. And then have to sit there. So then we got them out of the kitchen. And then I can't remember how we even did it with the water because everything had to be closed off so they didn't get at the cat poop. But, I don't know if Bubba would do it now, but I think she definitely would do it before. But
Well, Steve said no cat could replace Raj.
yeah, Raja was the best cat in the world, man. He was the best cat that ever lived, man. Wish you would have got to meet him, Grandpa. I think you would have liked him a lot. He was like a little dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd come and greet you at the door and then talk to you, and He was a very vocal cat. And he hung out. It was so weird because I'd always have parties and he would hang out like he was one of the guys, man, and just sit there and talk to people and hang out with them. And he was a good damn cat, man. That's why it's been hard for me to get another one. I liked him so much. But God, he's been gone for almost 15 years now, man. Can't believe it's been that long already.
Well, there
Crazy.
was a bunch of when you were going through. We won't get into details about what you're going through because that's your business. But you remember what I'm talking about. You had some cats at your house there for a little while.
Yeah, I had one that I got from my girlfriend after she died. I adopted her cat, but that was he was a shitbag. He would always try to trip me whenever I was walking, and I'd stick my head out and try to have a cigarette, and the cat would run out the door. And like all the neighbors got mad at me and shit because they're like, "Oh, you're leaving your fucking cat out in the freezing cold. Like, what's wrong with you?" And it's like, this cat is running outside. I can't walk. You know what I'm saying? I can't get the cat in. I don't know what to do. I can't leave my house open for fucking. So I hated that fucking cat that was over here. I mean, it sucks that the neighbors stepped in and like got it to the Humane Society and everything, but I fucking hated that cat.
The ladies across the street came and got it, right?
Yeah, yeah, and there was problems with. I have a sneaking suspicion that what happened to my girlfriend that died is that she was going upstairs and she was a little tipsy, and that cat dive bombed her and tripped her when she was going up the stairs. Because I thought that because that cat, I swear to God, it was trying to trip me every time I walked. The thing would like jump in front of my feet and wrap around my legs and shit. And it's like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
I'm telling you, man. I'm not, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you, man. Cats, my wife's cat loves my wife to death. That cat's trying to kill me. She's tried to trip me. She put wood splinters in my slippers. When I put my slipper on, I stab myself in the feet. And when I'm diabetic, I got to look out for them feet.
Yeah.
And then she's always leaving claws everywhere. This cat has puked on me. She pissed on me. She shit in my bed. I'm telling you, cats are evil. I only have the cat because my wife wanted it. And when your wife wants something, you give it to her. Otherwise, your life sucks. So she got a cat. And this cat, I swear it hates me. I swear it wants me dead. It wants me out of the picture.
It's just fucked up, man. So that's why after Raja, I just couldn't do it anymore. Raja was such a perfect cat, and he was my best buddy, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. Just didn't want it. Just didn't want another one. Now I'm telling you, what do you think about the new Masters of the Universe movie? Looks like it's coming out not week after next.
Did you see my post that I shared about fucking Shooter Jennings says it was the greatest thing ever?
Yeah, he said it was like a gift. Like a gift for kids that grew up in this, we waited 40 years for this. I think, and my dad, he doesn't want to go see it, man. It pisses me off, dude. Me and my dad see movies, and he's like, "You can go see that one yourself. I don't want to see that fucking movie." And I'm like, "Dad, you bought me like most of the He-Mans when I was growing up. I don't give a shit. I don't want to see that dumb shit." Come on, man. Come on.
Well, now I don't feel bad that old lady hit his car.
Right, guys. I don't know if an old lady hit his car or if he hit something and he doesn't want to talk about it. Because he's come real close to hitting some shit when I was with him, man. I
think that Masters Universe movie, man. I'm still worried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little concerned about Jared Leto, but
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be excellent. It just looks like a full. I don't know. I think it's
I'm
gonna be good.
down. I'm down with it. I think it's going to be fucking awesome, man. I think it's going to be awesome, dude. I mean, just the fact that we're getting people like Mechanic on the screen and Moss Man's in it, and seeing Beastman. I'm guessing Merman's going to be in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like Merman has to be in there somewhere.
The only thing that's got me upset is the Orko situation. That's the only.
don't know. We don't know. They could slip Orko in there. They could just be keeping him hidden until after it's over. It could be like the Yoda situation, where they didn't show Yoda at all before Empire Strikes Back came out. Like the first time you saw Yoda, they didn't have him in the trailers. They didn't.
But
Hold
we
on.
didn't know Yo.
Go ahead. You're fine. Just Bubba was coughing a little bit.
But we didn't know who Yoda was. We know who Orko is.
Yeah, yeah. We know who Orko is and everything, but they might just want to keep that under wraps. But then again, you'd think that they'd want to be selling Orko toys and all that if he was in there. I mean, they'd be trying to make money off it now.
I heard he's just in the post credits, which is why I want everybody to go see it so we get a sequel.
We have to get the sequel. There has to be like 800 of these movies, man. Because I want to see like Rio Blast and Hordak and fucking King Snake and all that fucking guy Leech. Because we're not going to get Web Store, but we're getting Spikor, and we got to see Jitsu. He's got to be in there.
Now, Robinson is asking if we think there will be a Dolph cameo. I don't think there will be, but it would be cool.
Now, I always thought it'd be cool if they would have made Dolph Lundgren King Randor. I thought that would have been a cool little touch, but it's weird that you say that because I got a documentary on the new movie playing in the background, and they just showed a picture of Dolph Lundgren with the new He-Man, like standing side by side, both holding the power sword, and it was kind of a cool image. But yeah, I think I'm not going to say the original was bad, but the original Masters of the Universe was not a good movie, man.
Dolph had the He-Man look. My biggest problems with the original movie was one, I liked Frank Langella's portrayal of Skeletor. I didn't like the way Skeletor looked.
Right, yeah, with his lips. His lips were what was bugging me. But I guess Skeletor didn't really have lips, so
Right.
Man,
I didn't like
off.
And the woman who played what was her name?
Evil-Lyn.
Yeah, I don't like that actress at all. She's been in some Rob Zombie films, and she was in
it's dude.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of hers.
One thing I didn't like is that they have a whole treasure trove of characters they could have chose from. Like a whole catalog of villains and characters that they could have added. But they decided to put totally characters that no one knew who the fuck they were. Like all of Skeletor's minions, except for like one, were like nobodies that nobody knew who the fuck they were. And instead of Orko, you get like the little leprechaun troll dude or whatever the fuck he was.
And that's the sad thing because I like Billy Barty. I think Billy Barty was a great actor, but that character sucked.
Yeah, but I didn't like him at all, man. But This one looks like the real deal, the real movie we're supposed to get, and I think it's going to be awesome, dude.
Isn't that kind of funny? There were two films that Dolph did that were property movies that did shitty. His Masters of the Universe kind of sucked, and his Punisher sucked.
Right, and you'd think he would have done both. You'd think he would have done well with both. Like back then, He-Man would have been a sure thing. Like as far as a franchise go, but it just didn't take off. And I know you're going to think it sounds weird, but I have never seen Dolph Lundgren's The Predator, Punisher. I have
What?
never seen it. Yeah, all these years I've never seen that movie, man. And it's hard to believe, but
Give me 1 second.
I'm going to see if it's.
Well, I can't show it to you here, but I think I have it. Let me look. Punisher. Okay, it's not under P, so let's see if it's under the Punisher. Let's see.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah, I think I have it right here. New Line Cinema.
Nice.
Years of appeals, Dino Moretti, reputed lieutenant of the...
Keep an appointment.
Where is the dope coming into?
The dope.
Yeah,
No,
I can
I've-
at least.
I've seen the Thomas Jane one. I've seen,
appeals, Dino Moretti.
I've seen Warzone. Or yeah, that's what it was called, right?
Yeah, Warzone. That was the Thomas Jane played them. I have those also. But yeah, here I'll let you. I'll share the screenshot. I won't show you the whole. I won't show you the whole. But basically, what I'm saying is, here. Let me share this with you. There we go. Yeah. So I can see. I have it. There he is. Lou Gossett Jr. and
Golf.
Dolph.
Yeah, I just tried to pull it up on Amazon, and it showed me some Steven Seagal movie instead. It said it was currently available.
What I'll have to do is, if you can get your hands, if you have a spare memory stick, I can put it on a memory stick for you.
Yeah, I could probably watch it on my computer. I haven't watched it in a long time, so
You can plug it. You could plug it into your PS5. Your PS5
Oh,
will play it.
right. Oh yeah, that one of these days, if you come over here, I'm gonna have you plug in my my external hard drive that's got all my music in it, and see if there's any way we can access it with the PlayStation 5. I could probably do it myself. I just haven't got around to it, and I don't know if it's going to work. But
I don't know if the PS5 will let you access music. So, but we could try. I've never tried.
I mean, yeah, it's all partitioned out and everything. So I think it because I read online that you have to do something with it, like partition it a certain way and have the files labeled music. And I got that all. Yeah, I got that all taken care of. But I just don't know if it's going to work, man.
Well, we'll have to. I'll try. It won't hurt to try it. But yeah, I could get you. I could get you. Like I said, I have the Punisher film. I think it's. I have all of them. I have the Punisher, the first one with Thomas Jane, and then I have the second Punisher that's got the guy. I don't know I can't remember his name, but he was in the Acolyte. He just recently passed away. He was the dark. Huh?
He was a French guy, wasn't he?
He had the beard. He was in that Star Wars one with about Osaka. He had
Okay,
yeah. I can't remember the actor's name. He was in Game of Thrones and also. Anyway, he played the Punisher in the second film. So I have the Punisher, I have Punisher Warzone, and I have the original Punisher. So I could, I could get all three of them on a memory stick for you if you wanted.
I've seen the Thomas Jane and Warzone. I saw both of those when they came out. And, I'm guessing I might have seen the Dolph Lundgren one. But, I mean, oddly enough, I've never been a huge Punisher fan. Like, my buddy, oh, my God, he's obsessed with Punisher, man. Keeps telling me I got to watch the one on Disney, but.
Ray Stevenson was his name. Yeah, he was the second Punisher. I was a huge comic book nerd, and I was big into Marvel and DC as a kid. So I really loved the Punisher, and I was so excited about the movie. And then when it came out, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I guess the new one on Disney is pretty good, man. The new one is pretty awesome, I guess.
Yeah, the new one. He has a cameo. There's a small part of the Punisher is in the new Spider-Man movie. I don't know if it's a cameo or a small role, but I know he's in the new Spider-Man movie. So,
well, I'm guessing they're going to try to squeeze as much out of that as they can. So,
yeah, the Marvel movies they've lost me.
Yeah, dude, and it's the same with Star Wars. Like, dude, there's a new Star Wars movie coming out tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Well, me either. I'm going to go see it. But back in the old days, I would have been at the midnight showing tonight. Or I would have been bugging my dad, or my wife, or whoever it was. I don't want to just be like I'm 50 years old and only hang out with my dad. But, like in 2015, I took a half day of work off so I could be ready and go see the midnight showing of Force Awakens when I came out. And that came out 11 years ago. And it was my whole life. And now there's a new Star Wars movie coming out tomorrow. And it's just like, okay, well, it's another Star Wars movie. But it looks great. I mean, I've unfortunately seen some negative reviews so far, but it can't be any worse than Marvel movies.
Why are they? What are some of the negatives they're saying?
Well, it's only kind of semi-negative stuff too, like that it's kind of like an episode, it's kind of like 2 or 3 episodes combined, and it's an unnecessary sequel or an unnecessary spin-off that doesn't do much for the Star Wars lore and everything. But I'm okay with all that. I think the main story has already been told. And with how bad they did with Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, I don't really care what story they have to tell. To me, there's only the prequels and the original trilogy. The sequel trilogy does not exist to me. That just
here's the thing. Did you know that there was that show called Acolyte and they canceled it right away? Yeah. Did you know the numbers on Acolyte have picked up? And then people are like, why? Like, it got canceled. Everybody said it was too woke, this, that, and the other, but people are starting to watch it again. I think they should have gave it a chance, because I really think if they took us down the path of the story of Darth Plagueis, that would be fucking enjoyable as hell. And they really need to let them bring back some of the legend stuff, like Darth Plagueis, the Knights of the Old Republic. There's a whole bunch of shit they could tap into, and I'm hoping with Kathleen Kennedy going to be gone, that Filoni or whatever his name is, and the other guy who directed the Jon Favreau, I'm hoping they will save Star Wars.
Yeah, it's worth a shot, because the Knights of the Old Republic stuff would have been great. And then, of course, they say shit like, well, Acolyte was going to start talking about how the Knights of Ren formed and everything, and And it's like, man, well, it's you coulda, woulda, shoulda kind of stuff. They still, I think a lot depends. If the Mandalorian doesn't do well, I don't think there's going to be a big, huge, you know, there's not going to be a push for a lot of Star Wars stuff anymore. And it's just like if Avengers Doomsday doesn't do very good, which I
It's
think
because
it's going to do okay, but
it's because people are fickle. It's got to be this way, or I'm not going to like it. So because people are like that, you've got broad scope of people, and nobody's liking it because it's not following what they want. And it's like it was like when I was talking to my wife today about music and how, like, example, Death was a death metal band, but as Death was going, uh Chuck's music tastes were changing and his style, and he wanted to integrate different. And he even said once he wishes he had named the band something else because he didn't think that the name Death was
like really fit
anymore.
them for the end, yeah.
Right.
Like
And
he
that's what I'm
no longer were a death metal band after a while.
And he
But
lost a lot of fans because his music changed. And it's like people need to be open to change. I understand you don't want to see change, but you got to be open to a little bit. That's why I don't like change either. I'm old. I'm set in my ways. But when it comes to like Star Wars, I gave Osaka, whatever. I gave it a try. It's okay. I haven't finished season 1. I know there's going to be season 2.
I like that one quite a bit, actually. Ahsoka, because it did bring back the legends. Like Ahsoka had fucking Thrawn in it, man. Like they brought General Thrawn in there, and I was really happy with that. So
Right. I know Timothy Zahn's original Thrawn is different, but the cool thing is when they brought Zahn, they took the original Thrawn character and put him in Legends, but they let him bring it back. So the 3 novels about Thrawn were Timothy Zahn. So I like that because he was in Rebels. So
yeah,
I just wish Thrawn. Here's the problem. Skywalker family is done. Let's move on. Let's not even bring back Daisy Ridley and do. Let's broaden the Star Wars universe and let's do other people now. We need to
and
see something new.
I think they destroyed it so bad. There was so much potential that they could have done with the sequel trilogy, and it just got so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Ryan Johnson, man. I'll never forgive that dude. I will never forgive that guy as long as I live, man. Because
He yeah.
he destroyed it. I think he destroyed Star Wars completely. Like what episode, I don't, what was it, 9, 10, whatever it was? Episode 8, The Last Jedi. What that movie could have been if they would have just worked off what Force Awakens built. But now, even looking back at Force Awakens now, man, I think it's dumb, dude.
I have a nostalgia factor. I like Force Awakens. I don't hate it. It wasn't the best.
Well,
I did. I would rather watch Revenge of the Sith again than watch. But I still liked the Force Awakens.
I like Force Awakens because it was a good time. Like, and it was a good time in my life, and it was fun, and Star Wars Mania was going strong, and I just looking back, I mean, just with the bigger Death Star and stuff, and
Like
I
for all its flaws, I even bought it on DVD. I got it in the next room. For all its flaws, I liked Obi-Wan.
oh, I liked Obi-Wan too. I thought that was pretty good. I thought Obi-Wan was. I would watch that again. Actually, I liked Rogue One to a degree, but again, I think Rogue One. They had to do the whole super strong female girl boss bullshit. But I thought it looked cool, you know. So
This old bastard right here, when in Obi-Wan, when fucking Obi-Wan apologized to when they did that battle at the end, and he apologized to Anakin for failing him, and Anakin said, Darth Vader said, "You didn't fail me. I failed myself." Dude,
yeah,
I had tears in my eyes. I had tears in my eyes.
yeah. What? No, what did he say? You didn't kill Anakin. I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had tears in my eyes, man.
yeah. The one problem I had with Obi-Wan that cannot be overlooked is, okay, if Princess Leia would have had this crazy kidnapping adventure with a guy named Ben Kenobi, you're like probably only about 15 years before A New Hope. How does she not remember him?
That's
You know
the
what I
parts that bugged me. Yeah, I agree. That was
Yeah.
like I said, that was one of its flaws. I didn't have a problem with the black chick who
No,
was
I thought I did have kind of a couple issues with that. Like, she was some super Jedi that was, with the cool wingy dingy lightsaber, but she was trying to kill Vader. That was all. That was okay. But yeah, I had a real hard time looking past. Okay, how do you not know who Obi-Wan is?
right.
You know, you were kidnapped as a child. I think I can still remember stuff that happened to me at 10 years old. I think you'd remember that. But oh well, it was good entertainment for what it was.
Yeah, it was good.
And they brought back Qui-Gon, at the end. I wish there would have been more of it though.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, there's still a rumor, there's still rumblings of there being another Obi-Wan. And Ewan McGregor still wants to do another Obi-Wan season. So
I think he wants to do it. So
maybe
you
we
never.
can see Liam Neeson return. That would be cool.
Yeah, I don't know if Liam would do it though. I think Liam's had some problems. Like, Liam's had some issues with not wanting to do it or something. I can't remember what it was, but
Liam was upset that he got killed off. So Liam's issue was with George. George ain't there no more.
I think everybody is. I mean, fucking, he killed off in Phantom Menace. He killed off like the two best characters in the prequel franchise. Like, he could have had Darth Maul. I would have loved to see Anakin take on Darth Maul, and Darth Maul is the one who convinces him to go to the dark side. And, you Qui-Gon, you find out later that he was part of the dark side too, or like he, is fighting his own demons, not trying to join the dark side, and it clouds Anakin. But they killed both of them off right away, and I just pissed me off, man.
Yeah, it does. It does suck that they did that because I thought, like you, I thought fucking he was one of the. I mean, they've brought Darth Maul back, but it just like the whole her getting kidnapped and not remembering Obi-Wan. It starts to think that way. Like I was upset.
And shit. They're retconning was kind of stuff, and it just doesn't work. And I don't know. Yeah, they brought Darth Maul back, but he's like a spider now and shit. I don't know.
Right. And that's why I think they could bring Darth Plagueis in. Because if you read the Darth Plagueis novel, the ending of Darth Plagueis is happening during the beginning of Phantom Menace.
Right,
Darth
yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Sidious takes over and all that shit, and Sidious kills Plagueis and all that shit. And
So I got a question for you.
right.
Do you want to come out of the closet next week and do the whole embarrassing albums.
Yeah, I had a pretty decent list set up that we could have discussed today, but it's not fully there. Like I gotta really rack my brain and get some funny ones out there that we can
5 or
discuss.
10? Do you want to do 5 or 10? I think we should do 10.
10's fine because we don't really have to spend too much time on why they're there, you know. But
Yes. I'm gonna be brutally honest with some of my albums, and some of you guys are probably gonna be like, "What the fuck? You had that album?" I'm gonna. Now, I'm not gonna include stuff from my childhood. Yes, I had tons of Sesame Street records as a kid.
oh yeah, that shit don't count.
I'm gonna talk. I'm mainly gonna focus on the albums that I had in the '80s when I was a teenager that you wouldn't want your friends to see. Those are the ones I'm gonna.
Yeah, me too. So far, my list is mostly that stuff. And then I'm going to throw in some that I have now that I've acquired that are pretty embarrassing. Like, you know, when I pass on and somebody goes through my record collection, they're going to be like, what the fuck? Why do you have this, dude? Like, why do you have this in your collection, man? So,
Right. So
but yeah,
yeah, I think.
yeah. So I'm probably going to end up taking off here. I got to get up and moving around. My legs are starting to give me some grief.
So
But,
next week we'll do our top 10 favorite embarrassing albums. Do you have to plug anything before you go?
No, we don't have Backwoods this week, but we are doing Death Rider, the second Danzig movie. That's going to be next Sunday. But got with Mike J, we got the Rabbit and Red show coming on Tuesday, and then the embarrassing albums. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you get up and stretch your legs and
Good. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.
see ya. All right. Well, he's gone, and I'm gonna get off of here in a second. So yeah, he's gonna be on, and so not so. Did he say this Sunday or is it the following Sunday? I don't think it's the Sunday coming up. It might be. I don't know, but they're doing Death Riders, which was a better movie. And then Tuesday, I think it's at 7 p.m. Central. Michael J, if you're there, you can put it in the chat. But I think Rabbit Red makes its return finally after what, 4 fucking months. It's about time you guys got back to talking about stuff. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that'll be Tuesday. Over on or here on Rabbit and Red if you're watching it on Rabbit and Red. And then crap, I don't have anything recorded for Saturday. Looks like tomorrow, before my grandson comes back from getting his teeth pulled, I guess I'm gonna have to following Sunday. Okay, so not this Sunday coming up, but Backwoods is gonna be the following Sunday. So it's not going to be the 25th of May. It's going to be, or not the 24th of May, but the 31st. So May 31st, they'll do their Death Riders. So I don't know what's going to be on Grandpa's playlist on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do one Friday. I probably will. I don't know yet. So that'll be a surprise. But anywho, so if I do one Saturday, that'll be Saturday. Don't forget, now Tyree wasn't on last Sunday. He messaged me, said something came up, which is fine. I'm not that kind of guy that makes you do anything. So, hopefully this Sunday there'll be a Tyree's Tavern at 7 p.m. Central, but we'll see. That's on GTN. And then Ken, if he has time, because he's making a film. He has time. That will be Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, 6 Pacific. The reason I give the Pacific time is because he's out in California. And then Wednesday, hopefully all goes well. I'll be back Wednesday for another Grandpa's Music Sideshow. And then Thursday we'll do our embarrassing albums. Don't forget to head over to grandpathenerd.com. That's grandpathenerd.com. That's where you'll find everything. There's a link up at the top to Rabbit and Red's website, so you can see all their shows on Rabbit and Red, like Freak Show with St. Christopher and anything Posy. So you've got that. You also have the link to, and then that'll get you to Rabbit and Red TV. There's a link there to lividmedia.org, so you can pick up some of Ken's movies, help support Death Bitch 2, whatever you decide to do. That's at lividmedia.org. And then there's my store links. And then you can always follow me over on Facebook at Grandpa's Playlist. Just do a search for it. It's Facebook / Grandpa's Playlist. Make sure you check that out. Follow it. That's where I give all the information on when something's coming on or I'm getting ready to do something. And then on all the social medias out there, TikTok and Stretch. What the hell Stretch? Instagram and all that. Grandpa the Nerd. Look me up there. And you can email me at grandpathenerd@protonmail.com. And so there's that. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. So with that being said, I guess I am going to say skedaddle. I'm going to get out of here. And we will see you guys next week. See ya.